But either way, just as a little science experiment, it's exciting to see we can get basically PS5 performance in a handheld.
Yeah, at way less like power consumption.
That's crazy to think that's right now. The next kind of really exciting thing happening in this space, like future-wise, we've fantasized about a little bit before, and you get to see a window into it, a tiny bit of it, with the Switch 2.
Yes.
And that's NVIDIA's involvement.
We've been talking about this for ages, saying like the reason Nintendo just won with both the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 is that NVIDIA has been the manufacturer with the Tegra chips, right? And especially with the Switch 2, I know there's a lot of weird stuff going on at Nintendo at the minute because they're not giving dev kits out. So there's loads of games that should be running amazingly that just aren't.
Yeah.
But equally, we can see stuff like Star Wars Outlaws, which is a fantastic port. Whether you care about the game or not doesn't matter. The game runs amazing on the machine with ray tracing on.
It's insane.
Yeah. You've got like Chronos and Cyberpunk. All these amazing achievements, and the efficiency on that chip is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, you're running these games handheld at like 8 watts, getting far greater performance than you would on any of these Z1 or Z2 chips.
How much of it's DLSS?
Exactly,
All these things that only become available with NVIDIA.
Yes.
They are like the heavyweights in this.
Yeah, they're the top end, aren't they?
Yeah, but when we're looking at the APU space, well, it's just the Switch, isn't it?
Switch only. Like, other than that, they don't make any like dedicated APUs.
And so, what's the potential? Like, what could NVIDIA do if they had access to devices with higher wattages?
Yeah.
That are looking at Windows games.
Yeah.
That
Mass appeal.
Looking at optimization from like big AAA developers for it.
Yeah.
What could they do? Well, we might actually be closer to the answer than we realise.
Which is so funny because literally 1 or 2 podcasts ago, we were saying if anyone managed to convince NVIDIA to make an APU to go into these devices, they would just win because all the tech's already there. DLSS is already in every game.
Yeah.
Like, it's widely, massively supported because they are the gaming guys.
Yes.
Like, everyone's got an NVIDIA GPU other than me. I've got AMD, but you know.
And without realising it, maybe when developers are focusing for the Switch 2, there's an element of optimization that's already been done for the potential future devices.
There kind of has, because if we look at Chronos,
yes.
Again, I saw Digital Foundry do a deep dive in this, and they said that the Switch version, when comparing to the PC version, actually has its own dedicated preset that is now available on PC.
Wow.
That only enables textures and stuff that can only be enabled when you choose that preset. If you try and go from low, medium, and high and try and configure, you can't
so it's got
match
its own
it.
Texture maps.
It's got its own like profile called like ultra performance mode.
Wow.
And if you select that, you can't mess with any of the sliders because it's the Switch 2 version.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So it's
So
already there.
happening then.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't the developers make that available?
Exactly.
Like, okay, we've done this.
And Switch 2's just come out, so we're going to see even more of this.
Yeah. Where this gets really exciting, because up to that point, that's just like fantasy NVIDIA making an APU.
Yep.
Well, NVIDIA have just bought a $5 billion stake in Intel.
Yeah, 5% share.
Wow. And their goal is to work on APUs together.
Yeah.
It's about APU development.
So in that APU, you're going to have the CPU side being Intel, and then the GPU side being RTX, NVIDIA GPUs. And they specifically said RTX GPUs in these. So these APUs will have hardware acceleration, hardware-based ray tracing, and upscaling.
And
it's mad.
Intel especially in this space, have been behind the curve, but in processing in general, have fallen behind AMD. When we look at gaming in particular.
Yeah.
But they've done really good development work on the Lunar Lake, is it?
Yeah, on Intel, yeah.
On the Intel side of things. So it just means like they are taking steps in the right direction already.
Yes.
Now, what does a collaboration with NVIDIA look like in this space? That's NVIDIA have already done a lot of work with the Switch 2.
Yes.
So this isn't new ground for them.
No.
If they are, if the hamstring is like, there have been hamstrings removed from them, like you don't need to underpower this thing. It doesn't need to be running at 10 watts and that's it.
Yes.
It's like, go for it.
Yes.
Your cap is 35, 40 watts, whatever. You're working with an 80 watt hour battery.
Yeah. But they already know that they can work with efficiency because of the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So it could be all the way from that. You could maybe choose like an 8-watt mode and get Switch 2 performance, which is solid.
Yeah.
Or you can go, you know what, I want 35 watts, boom. And then you're in like mad like places. Do you think they've done this because AMD have been the one driving APUs forward?
Yes.
So Intel always used to be the kings of CPUs.
Yeah, for a long time.
Forever.
Yeah.
And AMD were always chasing, but never quite reaching there. I feel like Intel got complacent, 100%. And then all of a sudden AMD's like, bye, and passed them on the line.
Intel got complacent on two fronts at the same time. And I go back to the reason I brought up Apple earlier. It was all Intel.
Yep.
And they got complacent, and Apple and expensive.
Yes.
And Apple started then developing their own integrated, where they integrate the memory into the processor as well. They also got complacent on the PC side of the front, like entirely. And AMD have overtaken them. So they've lost out on like every front.
Yes.
So what do?
Yeah.
This is a space in which if they collaborate with NVIDIA, then they can get back ahead.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. And even on AMD have not only surpassed Intel like processor-wise, but they've really stepped up the game GPU-wise, even though they're not chasing like ultimate high performance, but for like mid-range like stuff, that they've been very good. I mean, that was the whole reason I bought a 9070 XT.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, price to performance ratio there is massive.
Huge, yeah.
Because I managed to snag one launch day retail, like when it was silly cheap before all the prices went nuts.
Yeah.
but maybe Intel's like, hey, NVIDIA, AMD are like, hot on the heels.
Yeah.
Maybe not to NVIDIA, but, maybe it was like Titanic. And NVIDIA's on the plank and Intel's Jack floating in the water. But instead, like NVIDIA are pulling.
This is a thin analogy at best. But when you muddle them up, it gets really confusing.
It makes it worse. I just confused myself. I've just got the image in my head.
When you said Titanic and plank, I was picturing like a pirate plank off the deck. Like someone
No, I'm thinking of...
Walk the plank.
I'm thinking of whatever...
The door that's floating.
Yeah, the door
Rose.
at the end. Rose, that's it. I nearly called her Rosaline or something. It's not Nintendo. But yeah. Okay, let's ignore that analogy.
It's great metaphor. It's really good.
You know what I was trying to say?
Yeah.
Intel were like kind of sinking a little bit.
Draw me like a French girl.
Yeah. And they said, NVIDIA helped me up a little bit.
Yes.
So they've gone, let's rise against AMD. Sorry, I'm digging myself a hole here.
It's good though. I like it. The prospect basically, I don't care if it's Intel. Intel can get in the sea.
Yeah.
In your analogy.
Yeah, they're literally, yeah.
But NVIDIA
that's
exciting.
That's the exciting bit. Yeah.
Now, NVIDIA aren't going to collaborate with AMD.
No, because they're rivals.
They're rivals.
Literally in all departments.
Literally side by side. That's fine. They run in parallel. So the NVIDIA could only collaborate with Intel on this.
Yeah.
But I couldn't care less if it was Intel or not. I'm getting the muddle up now. NVIDIA stepping into the APU space.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for it.
What's this mean for Intel Arc GPUs? You think they're just going to can them? Because that's all new, and they've been doing really good work with it. I mean, this Lunar Lake stuff's got like, I think I said Arc. Is it ARM? It's either ARM or ARC. I can't think off the top of my head. I'm getting confused with everything right now. One of those two.
Jack.
Yeah. Intel made their own GPUs that were meant to be like really efficient on the cheaper side. And that is what's in the MSI AI Plus Z-5.
DNA.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. So if Intel are now pairing up with NVIDIA, do Intel just sack off their own GPU line? Or is that going to be like totally different? They're going to just like push that elsewhere, maybe not in APUs anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they just make discrete cards for desktop.
I think so. Yeah, like high wattage cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, the discrete development will obviously stop. But maybe their actual GPUs stop as well.
Yeah, maybe. Hi, you might remember me from the video you've just watched.
Wow, 5 points if you could spot the continuity error. This totally seamless transition. Yes. If you enjoyed this clip of the podcast, you know what you should do?
go and watch the main one.
Great idea. Yes, it'll be smashed up here. And thanks for being here because we love your face.
Yes.